You remember those old choose-your-own-adventure stories that you used to be able to pick up at school?
Yeah, like the books where it would tell you, if you're on page 33, to make this decision, jump to page 49, stuff like that.
Exactly that. So this is very similar to that in a game form, except that you have so many different options to go through. There's something like 500 different playthroughs that you can do in the game.
500? Wow.
This is The Wolf's Bite. It's kind of a visual novel, kind of a choose-your-own-adventure thing. Hey guys, this is Moriarty.
And this is Brax.
So the entire idea is that the Three Little Pigs and the Wolf are two different players. It is a multiplayer game, but it's a local multiplayer game. So you can do it with one mouse, or you can do single player, and the other team will be run by the computer.
So let me make sure I have this right. If I'm controlling the Three Little Pigs, I control all three of them? It's not three separate players?
Correct.
Okay.
And the entire goal is for the Wolf, who has recently started a restaurant, to make a lot of money and get a lot of reputation and get a high-quality restaurant.
Is he doing all of this so he can get the pigs in there and then maybe eat them later?
No. Apparently that was all a mistake and a misunderstanding. He was actually giving out free trials to his new demolition company.
What?
I'm completely serious. That's the plot of this story.
This is a different take on the Three Little Pigs than I've ever heard before.
Absolutely. And the Three Little Pigs, who received his free trials, were not very happy with those free trials. And so they have decided to take down the Wolf's restaurant.
And I guess that's the competitive side of it. If I'm the pigs, I'm trying to take you down. But if you're the wolf, you're trying to avoid that.
Exactly. And you play against each other. You have a couple of different activities you can go to, and each activity will give you a couple of choices on what you want to do. So if you decide to click on the restaurant itself, as the wolf, it'll say you can work in the back and make the food, or you can work in the front and work the service. But if you're the pigs, it'll say you can work as service to harm the quality of the restaurant, or you can cause a ruckus or whatever. After you've made a choice, it will always do something positive for your side. So it might...
That's really interesting. I've played those tycoon type games where you own your own restaurant and stuff before, but I've never seen a company try to make it into something competitive. This is super neat.
It's very, very cool. One of the things that makes it very interesting is after you've chosen one of your paths and you've decided what you want to do and you've gotten your positive, you are given 3 options. And if you choose the right option, you get an extra perk. If you choose a middle option, you get nothing. And if you choose the wrong option, then you get a negative, which might be so negative that it actually takes away the bonuses and helps the other side.
All right, so you level up and stuff? Like, is there any sort of way to progress? You know what I mean? Is it like any RPG elements to it? Do you get better over time, or is it just strictly competitive?
There is no RPG, there's no leveling up. Each game will take you maybe 10 minutes to get through. And that's part of the fun part to me, is that you can go through and try stuff different ways. You can be the pigs, or you can be the wolf. You can try to become a rich wolf, or you can try to be a well-respected wolf. I won the game as the wolf one time, where I had the highest quality and everybody loved it, but I was losing money so badly that the pigs won.
Nice. Could you explain a little bit about how the map works? What are all these different places? What do they do?
The map is just different activity hubs. So if you click on one of them, any one of them, you're going to see a couple of different things that you can do in that location. And once you choose one, that is your day. You've spent your day.
Okay, and how are you supposed to know? Okay, imagine I'm the wolf. How am I supposed to know what the pigs are going to do that day? Do I know, or do I have to guess?
No, you have no idea. In fact, the pigs operate after you do, always. So you might go ahead and go train with the top chef and really increase your quality, and you've also got some rare stuff coming in and whatever, and now you've got really high quality food for the day, but then the pigs use their trick and you lose everything you gained for the whole day.
So it's more like action, counteraction. It seems to be a little more balanced towards the pigs then, if they get to go after the wolf, which is fair because they're the ones that are trying to prevent you from winning, I guess.
It's fairly even. It still hurts. I tell you, man, if you're the wolf and you just did like this really good thing and you finally saw your 3rd star show up on your restaurant, which by the way doesn't happen very frequently. You finally saw a 3rd star and you're like, man, that's awesome. I just made something cool. I did the right choice. I did everything right my turn. and then boom, it's just gone.
And then screw you pigs, I hate you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This game is it looks a little weird. I'm interested in it though, I have to admit.
It's a fun little game. Again, each actual game only takes 10 minutes. I guess it could take 15 if you really read every single word and thought about everything and figured out whatever, trying to min-max your way to the top. Yeah, I'm sure in that particular case, you could try to spend 15 minutes in a game. It'd be pretty hard to do, I think. 10 minutes is a good idea. And since it's 2-player, you can play with somebody, and they don't even have to necessarily be with you. They just have to kind of know what the game is. You could do screen sharing on Discord or Skype and play because you only need to have a mouse.
Yeah, it's nice that we have that new feature there now to do that sort of thing. So did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun with it because it's such a simple little game, and there's so many randomized things in this. Nothing that you go through is the same thing you've been through before. If you click on your restaurant first every single time, it's going to show you something different every single time, which means you're not playing through the exact same game. You're just kind of having a good time playing, and I like that a lot.
I totally agree. That's very important to me when I play games. If I can play something and it gives me a new experience, or at least something different each time, I'm always going to come back and I'm going to play it more than I would a game where after I've played 4 or 5 rounds, I feel like I've seen everything. So I'm glad that you say that.
I don't think you'll see everything that this game has for probably a good 100 hours. It's got a lot of content in it. And again, there's something like 500 different game endings. So, I mean, that's a lot of different game paths.
Yeah, it really is. It seems like that's a lot of replayability. How much do they want for it? What is the price tag?
Well, Brax, I think you're going to be happy with it. This is an $8 game.
That's fair. I'm glad you said that. I was scared you were going to say $19.99 and then I was going to have to rip it apart. But good news, everyone! It's only $8, so I like that. I would pay $8 for, if you say 500 hours, or not 500 hours, 500 outcomes, maybe 100 hours if you enjoy the game that much. $8 is certainly fair then.
There are, according to the developer itself, there's 375 unique paths per player.
Right, so that means that's with Wolf, there's 375, and with Pigs, there's 375, so that's a hell of a lot.
It's a lot of different things. And on top of that, there's so much charm in this game. I think that the art style is just a lot of fun. It's very, very, I don't know, it feels hand-drawn, and I think it has been hand-drawn. And I like that aesthetic. The game is cute and just kind of funky, and I like it. I like the fact that they took that Three Little Pigs story and they took it on further. Plus, $8, man. Like, as long as you get 2 hours of fun out of it, it's worth it to me. And I think you can definitely do that if you're willing, if you're interested in this kind of game.
Totally. I like business management games. And like I said earlier, I played a lot of things that this reminds me of, but I've never played it against a buddy that's trying to prevent me from actually doing well. So I would totally want to jump into this and see how that PvP type feeling works in a game like this. It's really interesting to me. And like you said, I do think that the artwork is cute. I think it's super funny that they took the big bad wolf and the Three Little Pigs and they flipped that narrative on its head like that. All in all, it's really interesting. I would certainly check it out.
I would also check it out. I think it's a great pickup. I have nothing else to say, but yeah, it's good.
Awesome. So if you guys are interested in it, you should check it out on Steam. If you enjoyed this video, you should watch another one of those videos in your face right now. This has been Brax.
And this is Moriarty.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.